Big up to all those. Yes, JK already. Big up to everyone like in YouTube land. Sorry we're running a bit late. We started talking. We're talking about wrestling, strangely enough, and some of us are crying about it. So not naming names.
It was me.
But
Name names. It's
yeah,
me.
It's me,
Name and
Austin.
string.
it was me, Austin, all along. Oh no, the higher power shit. Do you remember that? Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, and he like the little
The
with the
hood.
hood in the ring. Like, sorry, we're getting distracted again. All right, big up to all those in YouTube land. I've got the returning man, JPT, back off his loan from work, returning to the fold, coming back to the club. Big up, JPT. How you doing, my brother?
Doing good, man. Could be better, but it is what it is. With
All right,
everything.
what happened to, bro? What happened to you a couple of days ago? Happened to my dad today, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Are you serious?
I'm fucking
So
100%.
what happened?
In effect, he got laid off.
Yeah, we got mass layoff at my job.
My dad lost his job today. So
Oh,
Dude,
sorry
I'm
about
so
that.
sorry, dude.
so was I, man. So was I. But he's at the age now he should be kicking it, bro.
That's what I was about to ask. I'm like, he's still like working?
Yeah. We had the local
Yeah,
election,
what?
and he was the local ward councillor, brother. He helped a lot of people, but
Mm.
because he was in the Labour Party, and everyone's been shitting on the Labour Party over here this year. He didn't get back in, so but my condolences to my dad. I'm still very proud of him, man. He's helped thousands of people, and he shouldn't worry about just because like he hasn't got the job anymore that he didn't do it well. Took long enough. Don't blame me. Sorry,
Has he got a pension?
of course.
Okay,
Beautiful.
that's a good thing.
No, it's not the fact that he wasn't good for money, like JK. It's the fact he enjoyed his job. Big up DJ
Yeah.
Crane in the building. Oh, took long enough, he said. Yes, he fucking did. My
It
bad.
really did.
Yeah, we were just sitting there talking about thongs and wrestling chicks. Don't ask me why. They started saying like things like Mickey James and shit. I'm like, who's Mickey James?
Oh, but
I
you
have
don't
no idea who that is. And some other like the Rack is. What was her name? The Rack is back. What was her name?
Oh, that's Harley. The one I just sent you the video.
Yeah.
Harley Cameron.
Fucking weird, man. Anyway, yeah, but never mind. But yeah.
Australian baddie.
Oh, bloody hell. Don't start to me about Australians. They're the ones that come out with the term mansplaining. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? But never mind. Like, JK, my brother, my blessing. How you doing, my guy? JK, you there? You're on mute.
Hey, listen, I've got something in my mouth. All right, pause.
What?
So,
all right. He's eating.
Yeah.
We'll assume he's eating and not ask. You could have said that on the stream. Save us all waiting. All right, I'm sorry. All right, don't blame me. I didn't know anything about this. These guys were telling me about it. I didn't know, babe.
What's this gonna get? What's this
I'm
moment
gonna get
gonna
crucified
get?
by my missus there. You like just like can me out. Mourinho to Chelsea.
Wolfie,
Oh
Never.
god.
watch this moment get crucified. Watch this moment get brought up all this time. I start feeling
What?
my mouth. Listen, I need to make it clear. I had food in my mouth.
That's why
Simple.
I said we'll
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I said mad pause because that sounded crazy. I'm just saying.
Anyone want to make a donation to JK's mouth?
You see what I'm saying? See, Wolfie, you think you're slick? Go on.
I had to get that one in there. I'm sorry. Anyway, we need a Phaeton
It's time.
accelerator. Sorry. Yeah. But anyway, so South Park reference. Sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, Liverpool. Before we talk about that, does anyone actually want to talk about the abysmal piece of shit that was us playing Nottingham Forest the other day?
I'm just.
I didn't watch it, unfortunately. I was at work, but I know we were shit, and it's just carried on this trend of us getting flushed down the toilet in the Premier League. So, does anyone want to comment on it?
JK, want to go first?
Man, I've got nothing to say. Rubbish. You know. The thing is with me. As soon as it went 2-0, I left. I switched off the. I switched off the TV. Seriously.
1 minute and 40 seconds before we went 1-0 down.
Yep.
At home.
And I couldn't believe it. That goal was disgusting. Oh my goodness.
Bro, you know what I mean? I thought the game's just started. Let me just check the score while I'm at work to see like it's 0-0. Let me check that. As soon as I even tried to check the lineup, we're 1-0 down. I was like, what?
Already, you know the way the goal, that defending, I couldn't believe it. I genuinely thought there was something wrong with the goal. Because I've never seen defending like that before.
Yeah, Sanchez was in it. That was what's wrong with it. Sanchez.
That wasn't even Sanchez's fault.
I know,
It's
I
not
know.
Sanchez's fault. I can't
It was
lie.
I'm joking.
Gusto was at fault for the penalty, which that one I will kind of blame Sanchez because he should have came out for the ball because he was flat-footed. I can't remember the first goal, but I just bad defending all around.
But
It's
the thing is, it's
not
not
going
that
to
fact
get
that we just
any
conceded
better.
early. We were never in the game.
No,
That was the thing that genuinely hurt. We were playing Nottingham Forest at home, relegation battlers, and we were never in the game. Not even for 2 minutes.
no, they're safe now. They're not going to. And I'm just happy that not to be petty, but Villa kind of made it feel better with what happened at the European games. Was it the Europa or conference?
Oh yeah. No, Europa League when they beat
Yeah, it
us
was
4-0.
Yep.
I must admit that was a pummeling last night.
They did it for Ozzy.
That was corn, boy. That was village of the corn, like whatever you want to call it. But one thing I will say is, if anything proves that we have no proper defensive structure, it's been the last 6 games. Because it's one thing about defenders, right? And this is just me speaking from my limited experience. Because you concede the same sort of goals all the time. It's always near post, or like someone loses the marker. It's always something stupid and basic. Now, what I don't get is these guys have had Lampard. These guys have had Maresca. These guys have had any Tom, Dick, and Harry. And is it no one actually bothers to fucking teach them this? This is why I say, even though I don't think Mourinho to Chelsea would happen, because if it did, it should have happened after Maresca left. But I would actually like to see Conte back as well. I want to chuck that name out there, because I'm not being funny. He would come from Napoli back to Chelsea, because it's a different ownership now than what it was before, and there's history with him. He was a disciplinarian. He broke as many records as Mourinho did first Chelsea manager to win 30 Premier League games in one season. So I'll chuck Conte's name out, and I love that guy, because he's the kind of guy, if you don't do what you're supposed to, he's like a Simeone. He'll try and kill you. He even said it. If a player's not doing his job, I'll kill him.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And that's what these boys need. And they're boys. I don't want anyone talking about men and, they're experienced players. Because these guys are boys. So let's get with someone who will be a disciplinarian, someone who will look after them, someone that will whip them into shape, someone that will make them defend. Yes, it won't be pretty. And Diego Simeone, why does this guy get so much disrespect? Like I want to briefly touch on this, yeah, because when I was watching like parts of the Atletico Madrid game against Arsenal the other day, I kept on hearing this bullshit. Oh, Simeone plays haram football. He does this.
Everything
he
is
does
haram
that.
football. These people. Oh my god.
But I'm thinking, hang on a minute. When it come down to the actual spend in the transfer window this year, they spent 85 million, and most of that was on Alvarez, as far as I know. 80. Arsenal had 280 million euros, which is nearly 4 times their budget. What did you expect them to do? Go toe-to-toe with Arsenal and get wigged in? They made it harder for Arsenal to play. That's what... Oh, but it's haram football. What? Because he was tactical. That's what you do as a good coach with a team that isn't as strong as the opposition. You mask their weaknesses like Tuchel did for us.
My issue with Simeone, and what I saw from that... what I saw from that game is like... It gave me Thomas Frank vibes. No, like on a serious... The thing is this here.
Wait, who
you
get
coach
what?
your team to defend, the structure of defending can be... There has to be a plan B for when you have to attack.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't think... I don't know. I don't understand. And I don't understand his way of playing when it comes to attacking. And the thing is this: it seems like they're trying to rely off too much of the mistakes. And when you watch Atletico Madrid games, you know the amount of mistakes they're able to capitalize on. Like great, because if I'm gonna be honest, the players they have are not bad at all.
No, but they're old.
If you lose
some of them are old, bro.
yeah,
Koke and all that are getting old now. That's the problem.
They're all old. But then those will be the same players that we will say, you know what, at least let's bring them into this team. You know what I'm saying? And let them like learn. You know what I'm saying? But I think
You know
the
what? I would
positive.
agree on that with a Koke in the Chelsea midfield because everybody else could do the running. He could do the commanding, bruv.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And the thing is, yeah, Wolfie, what you need to understand as well is like, what was I even gonna say? Yeah, so
Sorry.
what it is, and you mentioned a good point. You mentioned a good point about the age, about those athletic players. The age of these athletic players could make it harder for them to, do the most athletic things. For instance, have patterns and combinations, or aesthetically take these skills. So I understand that as well. But in a sense, and there's pros and cons to this for this sort of Chelsea squad. At least with this Chelsea squad, he's gonna have a more of a younger group, and I feel like this sort of football will at least do well for this sort of group in the sense of they're in an age, especially our squad right now. They're in an age
Mhm.
where too much tactical instruction can be so overwhelming in a sense.
But
So
when
and
you
you can see,
But the thing is, that's why I mentioned Conte, because if you actually deep it, you could say Mourinho and Conte are more advanced versions of what Simeone is. And the reason why I say that is because when you actually look, because when you think about the heydays of Chelsea, right, you're thinking the 2004 squad, you're thinking about maybe the 2016 squad with Conte, or you know, the 2014 squad with Jose as well. But one thing about them is those systems, because we had the Duffs, the Robins, the Hazards, the Pedros, and all them lot, even though we did at times play defensive football, when we were attacking teams on the counter attack, it allowed the players like Hazard, Pedro, all them lot to get on the ball and express themselves because they had loads of pitch to play into. That when you the best example I can ever give you of when Chelsea play our kind of football is Man City away under Conte. In the first half, they were all over us. Second half, we sat deep, we defended, and we countered them. And by the time we'd finished countering them, we'd put three past them. Pep was standing there doing that shit when he sits on his legs and all that shit. Because people don't forget. People forget about that,
early in that game.
Bro, did you see how Willian Hazard, the way they accelerated past, the way who is it? Was it Zabaleta or someone was marking Hazard and he just completely dusted him, bruv. He was just like, yep, bye. And like Diego Costa, bruv, when he allowed him to express himself as well. Because who was it? Was it Otamendi that just got in his way and he just did get out of my way, bang, 1-1. It was equalizer, bruv. Like you can't just because you play defensive systems doesn't mean you can't have good attacking flair, bruv. It's just the thing is with the Chelsea teams of nowadays, what is it with the Premier League and high lines? I don't get it. Because it's even when Arsenal, when you think about it, they try and play. When the Premier League teams started trying to play like Spanish teams, you're trying to play up because this is the reason why Arsenal was so shit. They try and play like a pragmatic Spanish team. They try and play like a Barcelona or a Real Madrid, where they pin you in your side of the pitch, and then they just use their whatever opportunity come to hand to defeat you. Right, back in the day, Barcelona used to do it. They used to just press you into your own half, and then the tick-attacker would come out. Or Real Madrid, they'd press you into their own half, and then their individual quality would come out. Like the Bale, or the Benzema, or the Ronaldo, or whatever, bruv. All these systems have defensive structures behind them, either incorporated by a Carlo Ancelotti or a Jose Mourinho. And even everyone in this room should acknowledge that Conte, and who was manager after Conte? Mourinho. Zidane, sorry. After Ancelotti was Zidane, wasn't it? Then even Madrid. At Madrid. Because don't forget, Carlo won the Champions League, didn't he? He left, and then Zidane come in, no?
It was Jose, Zidane, and then Carlo, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so I got them the other way around. There you go. But everything, because did anyone hear about that Benzema interview recently when he said the coach that actually made him was Jose Mourinho? Did anyone read about that?
His opportunity.
Yes, he was. That was it. But I think who it was, right? I didn't even know about it until I watched an interview with Patrice Evra, and he even says, if you ask Karim Benzema, and that's why Ronaldo says it as well, strangely enough, my favorite player to play with ever was Karim Benzema, because the reason why Mourinho taught him how to do the dirty work.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you didn't hear about Benzema for a long time while Ronaldo was there, because Benzema actually sacrificed his game to help Ronaldo, and Ronaldo knew it. That was the point. That's why as soon as Ronaldo went, they were like, where the goal's going to come from? Karim Benzema just went, I got this. And man just started smashing 40 goals a season himself because he was the main man then.
Do you
To
know
be
the
fair,
funniest
he'd
thing?
waited a
Yeah?
long time for it.
It's disgusting how people have been treating Benzema as if, oh, he's a new player. This is a new player. No, he's always been playing this good.
Like I said about Rooney a couple last week, you knew when Man United got Rooney, everybody else was in trouble. It was the same thing when he left Lyon into was it 2010, 2011, and he went to Real Madrid. Everybody else was like, shit. They've got a back because no offense, he was like the French Ronaldo. He was big, he was strong, he was powerful. He could have skill. In the end, he wasn't as good, like in terms of like with the skill and as technically good as Ronaldo, the Ronaldo. I mean R9, but he was definitely a monster of a player. Come on, man, who wouldn't want a 25-year-old Benzema in their squad? Anyone here passing? I'm not. I'm taking that guy all day long.
Of course, we're taking him.
Because he can play right, he can play left, he can play down the centre, and if you let him, this guy will score you 40 goals a season. So, like, I don't like the disrespect when people say about haram football, because if you look at every big team in the world over the last 10, 15 years, right? If you look at, I don't know, Madrid, I don't know, even Barcelona to a certain degree, like, they all have established how to defend first before they attack. Every single one of them. Whether it was by keeping the ball or keeping men behind the ball or learning last-ditch tackling, you know what I mean? Because let's face it, if they didn't have, because like Barcelona, for example, in their heyday would be the Pep years. So you're looking at people like Puyol. If Puyol weren't there to sprint back and make so many last-ditch tackles, that Barcelona team wouldn't look anywhere near as good. Because I heard one of my Arsenal friends went to me the other day and he went like, oh yeah, Simon, if Arsenal win the Champions League, are you going to concede we're European giants now? I went, fuck off. And they went, why? We've won a Champions League like you would have done. I was like, all right, tell me the teams you had to go through to win that Champions League. Because we had to go through a Bayern Munich team with Ribery, Robben, Schweinsteiger, Kroos in it. We had to go through a fucking Barcelona with Messi in it, Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, Biscuits. Or Busquets. I always call him Biscuits because I'll take the piss out of him.
Napoli.
But then the
like, you know what I mean? Like,
and then the one afterwards, we had to go through Man City, led by Pep, and then from Real Madrid, who I think we're just coming off.
We went against Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Man City all in a row when we won in 2001. And we only conceded one goal.
I thought it was 4 in the whole thing.
No, because we had Real Madrid. No, I think, was it 4? I thought we only conceded 1 against Madrid. But we didn't concede.
Oh no, Madrid was 1. Madrid was 1, but I think the whole tournament we conceded 4 goals.
Yeah, 4 goals, and that was all based off defensive. When you go back and watch the football, the Champions League final in 2001, are we playing pretty football? And you can go watch the whole fucking thing on YouTube. No, we are not. We are playing defensive, last-ditch, gritty football.
Porto beat us on aggregate. Remember one of the games because we beat them 2-0 or 3. I don't know.
Who was that, bro?
Porto.
What, you mean back then?
In the second leg. But we
in the
won.
second leg, 2001. Didn't we draw
no,
two?
I'm talking, are you talking about our Champions League wins?
Oh, Champions League. What you mean? What, the second time? That's the second time. I can't remember the Porto results actually. Hang on, look at it.
1-0.
An Englishman and Irishman Fatty walk into a bar and a Scottish woman wins. Hello, Roro. Okay, up to Daisy. How you doing, Sister Ski? You good? Big up to you. Why are you intimidating Sweep? And she'll get that. Don't worry. I've been bantering Louisa recently. Why? Like she'll get why I said. Why is she intimidating Sweep? But yeah. So all this concept that Simeone plays haram football, like I kind of find that it's just stupid. Because when you look how easily teams concede goals nowadays, I think some of them could use defensive mentality, like teaching. And I'm not being funny. Like all the front runners right now, bats went to you. Yeah, cool. But when you look at all that, these, I don't know, bro. Because when you think of all the managers we've linked with, Xavi Alonso, inexperienced and untested. And you saw how it went with Real Madrid. Who was the other one? Cesc, who people say because he's got history with the club. but not history management. So it's just like the reason why he's doing that going so well at Cosmos right now is because like he's under no pressure. It's a situation where he can just do his thing. Like, ask Liam Rosinieri when he was at Strasbourg, if he was under any pressure compared to what it was like at Chelsea. He'll probably tell you no. So it's one of those ones where like, oh yeah, hang on, who's the dream manager? I just said Conte, and for what I've got the impression of everybody else for it appears to be Mourinho. I'm going to ask the boys to do it. And I'm going to throw it out to you quick, boys, and I'll start with JPT. If you could pick any manager right now, who is it?
I mean, I would love to have Jose back. The thing is that the dream manager is going to be the never manager because Conte, Jose, even Simeone, they are not, Ancelotti, they're not going to come to this ownership because the ownership would not want them there. They're going to butt too much heads. They're going to want all control. That's why they want pushover managers like Rosinieri, as in Potter. And the reason why I won't even name Poch is because Poch had enough and he fought back, walked away. Enzo won us 2 trophies, and that should have bought him. Even as you mentioned, managers who have no experience or little experience in first division, when they do something and they have reason to be like, they should be backed, the ownership doesn't care. They just want to keep having control and until the manager in charge is gone or walks away. So that's why Liam Rosenior should have never been here. Anyone could tell you that. Enzo should have never been called here, but it worked out and he had the locker room backing him. And then look what happened. Even Pochettino should have never been here because ex-Spurs didn't win anything in the Prem. With Spurs, I think he did win. He won with PSG, didn't he?
Yeah, he won the league titles.
Yeah, he won the league title, but again with PSG, I mean that's like company bragging, winning with Bayern, and I know people are gonna be like, oh, but your Tuchel couldn't do it. Yeah, because he had to go against an unbeaten Xavi Alonso, and also Xavi Alonso's not gonna come here because even though he's inexperienced and he had a bad tenure with Madrid. Quote unquote bad tenure because I think he won 70% of their games, but it wasn't good enough with the locker room. He's gonna want exactly what Luis Enrique wanted, which is saying in the transfers anything that a real manager could have
as well. Oh my god, man!
Luis Enrique should have been here. Luis Campos should have been as the sporting director. We would have gone Kvaratskhelia.
Right,
we would have gone Dembele.
How long have I been preaching about Luis Enrique, bro?
Bro, even Nagelsmann would have been a fine option here. Hansi Flick. But no, we went with Poch.
All right, to be fair, with the squad that Poch had, even he didn't do too badly because most of them were injured when he turned up. Mm-hmm. And he got some of them playing. And I'm not being funny. Palmer looked a better player now. Back then than he does now. Oof. Palmer looked like, what's the fuck on with him as well?
Enzo gave him that too. But now because you're playing this nonsense systematic style with Liam, with McFarlane, with whoever, it's not going to work. He doesn't even look like he wants to be here anymore. None of these players want to be here anymore. The locker room is gone, and it shows on the pitch. They're just wanting to go at each other's necks and just until they leave. Get ready for Enzo going to Madrid. Get ready for Cucurella going to Barca. Caicedo is going to go to he can go anywhere in the world, and he'll be widely accepted and get his best game out. Joao Pedro is going to go to Barcelona.
Yeah,
we're going to get nobodies.
Forest, by the way, was nice. By the way, I have to praise him for that because his control of that and the way he hit it was so smooth. Right, definitely got to give him a shout out for that one because it was nice.
Can you imagine a front three with Rafinha, Joao Pedro, and Yamal?
Hang on, genuine question. Do you think the board are fed up and have lost direction since Abramovich left? I think
they're not fed up.
Then they're not fed up, bro. And to answer your question with a direct answer, I would simply say that they haven't lost direction, but I'm not sure they're quite sure how to get the objectives with what they've set. You know what I mean? So like they want to use a project with young kids with no experience, where we all know that we've seen like projects with majority younger players thrive with experienced players around them. So you know what I mean?
Is it the board or is it the owners that are telling them what to do? That's what I'm asking.
It's all of them. The board. They're all the same thing because they're all the administrative side of the football club, bro. Big up my sister in the building. Oh, big up Mel. SA to all. Big up to you. How's it going to everybody? Oh, Wolfie, big up to you, sister. Hope you're doing well. And she's saying hi to
Of course
Rosie.
she's doing well. She's about to see her. Well, they're about to win the league. I'm not sure they're going to win the Champions League final, but hey, no one thought that we were going to be PSG for Club World Cup. It's a one-off. You never know.
Bro, Arsenal are going to get destroyed in that.
They said
Right, and I'll tell you why. Because, right, okay, let's be honest, right? With Timber being out injured, right now, it's going to be Calafiori and Ben White against their wingers.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I know.
Right? No, Alphonso Davis was getting smoked the other day. And have Arsenal got a fullback that's better than him? I don't think so. Maybe Timber, if fit and playing very, very well, because Timber's dipped as well. I've seen Timber get moved this season. So it's one of those ones where, yes, but right now, if they've got a back four with Ben White in it and Calafiori the other side, who isn't great defensively, because I don't think Arsenal do have a great sided left back. They don't.
Are they going to use Hincapi for right back?
And I'm not being funny. One thing about that Gabriel and Saliba, they're going to find it's going to be very different to trying to handle Dembele, is he isn't going to try and strong arm him like a Premier League strikers will. He'll try and lose them with movement. Because that's his, and let's be honest, off the mark, who's faster? Dembele, Gabriel, or Saliba? Now, I know Saliba and Gabriel are no slouches, but I know Dembele is fast.
Dembele is crazy.
He's lightning quick, bro. He's lightning fast.
That whole front three in their bench. Barcola's fast. Cavara's fast. Who else is on the... Doué's fast.
Doué's ridiculous. Fast. The attacking
options, fast.
Bro, the attacking options PSG have got, right? They can run rings around that Arsenal midfield and defense. I don't even mean this with disrespect, because Arsenal can win. I'm not gonna lie, they can win. They've got the players. If they had a 10-10 performance where everyone turns up and everyone puts in their shit, they can win. But no offense, by style of football, PSG are comfortable in their style. They can go toe to toe with other big teams. You know what I mean? They can outscore you. They can defend. They can play dirty. They can sit in deep if they need to, because they did against Bayern and they did it comfortably in the end. And they can, to be honest, Bayern were only lucky to lose that game 1-0. They were lucky.
Yeah,
and Wolfie, if I'm gonna be honest,
in the game.
Yeah.
And Bayern, quality for quality. Arsenal better quality for quality than Bayern. Gyökeres better than Kane? Fuck off.
Yeah, but then again, you could say that they beat them in the group stages.
Yeah, they beat PSG last year in the group stages. Still going in the knockout phases. They got slapped. And I'm not being funny. PSG have a style of football that English teams can't cope with because they actually play.
That's the thing.
Because PSG, because this is the one thing, we've always said this, right? The Premier League is full of systems or players fit for systems. PSG have a system fit for the players.
Agreed.
They can all move.
They have a manager that knows what he's doing.
And guys, and because of that, their style of play is really, really unique. It's because it's not only they can attack, but they can also defend in numbers if they need to.
Exactly.
I remember when someone was speaking. I think it was on this show. Someone said, "Why can't PSG defend?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" And maybe it was me that said it. I said, "I don't." It was me in the group chat. I said, "Oh, I don't rate PSG centre backs." But then at the same time, I watched that Bayern game and I said, "You know what? Maybe I have to take it back," because when they want to defend, they can defend. That's the thing. And the thing is, and it's the balance of doing both. And then if I'm gonna be honest, having a system for players, that's the thing. And the thing is this year, there was something that I caught out as well. When they attack, it's not really too positional. And this is where the English Premier League fails. And a lot of the time, the reason why they're holding back on talent is because I feel like everything is too positional. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but then the thing is this. Sometimes it can hinder. And that's the thing, it could hinder a lot of talent, and if it's too positional. And if I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I understand Maresca won us the 2 trophies and that, but the thing is, Maresca is an example.
Trophy. He won us 1 trophy, bro. The other one was a tournament. He won us 1 trophy.
Yeah,
I don't
something like that.
bro. Never did.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I know he won us the trophy and got us top 4 and objectives, but then if you look at it, you need to understand his style of play was so positional. And I remember us saying that it was pedestrian ball. This is not football. This is
Bro, put your own
pedestrian.
channel in the chat, please.
Yeah, this is not football. This is pedestrian nonsense. It's because everybody's standing in one place and they have to stay there. Therefore, they have to wait till the ball comes to them. Next thing, when they get the ball, they're only allowed to just move a little bit, and then they pass whoever's the closest. You know, when it's just so they don't want mistakes, this, that, and the other. But then the PSG one is so different. That's the thing. And if I'm gonna be honest, it reminds you a lot about how football was played back in the day. Yes, there was tactics, but at the same time, there was a system for players, as you said. Again, it comes back to that all the time. And if I'm gonna be honest, that's what football was all about. But now
Bro,
you
who
have
is?
these.
What's the name? I can never begins with a K, man. I can never pronounce it properly. Their winger, PSG.
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, because Kvaratskhelia. Bro, did you see the way that guy was running?
Yeah, he's a baller.
Bro,
Ah!
He's a
first time,
baller.
He had the proper like grip, and he
Yeah.
was
And if you
dusting,
look at
man, bro.
Kvarat,
He was
and if
dusting
you
them.
if
class.
you listen to the commentary, yeah, a lot of the commentary was
Him
saying,
against Ben
oh,
White.
yeah, that's the thing. So if you look at the commentary,
Fuck! Oh shit! Nah, that's not right, man. That's not right. That's assault. That's football assault.
yeah. But then the thing is, yeah, is this, yeah. The commentary was saying, even if you look at Kvaratskhelia build, you wouldn't like a lot of these wingers with the same build as him. They can't even afford to be this athletic. It's crazy. But at the same time, it's madness. It's really really mad.
Mendes, you're
But
talking
at
about
this,
Mendes with the header.
but this is how football used to be played back then. If I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah, it was
the
free
system was
flowing,
not overdone. The
free
tactics weren't
flowing, bro.
overdone.
Free flowing
It was free
football.
flowing. That's the thing, and that's why we have a. And the thing is this, yeah, and I've always had this question in my mind until this day. What if these players that we're hyping up now, let's say the Ronaldinho's or the Wayne Rooney's, you know, the Kakas, imagine if they were playing in a, let's say, game right now where they were told just to do one
No,
thing.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no,
but
no.
is
Don't,
that
don't,
that's the
don't.
thing.
Bro, a
I
prime
know,
Ronaldinho
and that
going
question
playing against
hurts me
these
as
man
well.
now.
And that's the thing. And that hurts me now. And
Oh,
I feel like if that was the case back then, I feel like football will not be a sport at all. Like
bro, I'm
seriously.
telling you, JK, let me tell you, right? I will admit that the fitness side of football is far much more deeper now than it was back then. But on pure football talent, I can guarantee you, every time these mans would have run at Ronaldinho maximum speed, he would have just popped it past them and gone
Yep.
round them. And
He
I'm not
needs that
being
freedom.
funny. When you look, okay, now let me ask you this, right? If you look at how Ronaldinho used to juggle the ball and control it, then you look at how these mans volley and try and clear balls even now, you can see the ball control level is just completely different. How many players
Yep.
nowadays have you seen miss kick or just or misjudged where their kick's gonna go or just completely fuck up when they've tried to hit the ball?
Bro, just look at any Chelsea game.
Yeah.
90s.
Just look at any Chelsea
Look at
game.
the Predators back in the day. The Adidas Predators back in the day, they were sick boots.
And
Very
if I'm
Sorry,
slow
gonna be honest,
kickers.
Wolfie and JPT as well. Have you
Yeah.
realised that that Forest game showed you all the down and negatives of football against Chelsea, the Monday game? And if I'm gonna be honest, that whole game as a whole showed you why football's so finished.
because
I'll
it's
give you
robotic.
another example. It's robotic, but then if you look at it, the passion's just gone when it comes to defending everything. And if I'm gonna be honest, yeah, one thing, Derry's injury taught me so much about today's game.
Oh man, Derry.
Let me tell you something. Jesse Derry went in for a
What
header
was his injury,
to
by
win a
the way?
penalty. Huh? He
What
went
was
in
his
for a header
injury?
and got concussed.
I
Like
just got up.
he was knocked out
Like,
cold. He wasn't moving.
remember
Yeah, but
JPT?
he
It was
was
like John
okay.
Terry. It was like the John Terry
But
situation.
Carling got final when
Remember?
he got booed in the face.
Yeah. And if I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, those two events were similar. The reason why Jesse
Ouch.
Derry, although some people mind exactly, although Jesse, there's some players today. I understand, but when I say the passion's gone, which means no one puts their body on the line anymore. And if I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest,
dude.
if
Yeah,
I'm
oh
gonna
yeah,
be
the
honest,
cowards
when
nowadays.
Jesse Derry did that, he's a top geezer for that. And let me tell you the reason why. Because I'm gonna
Does
tell
he
you
put it
this:
all on the
when the
line?
passion's there, Wolfie. When this
Yeah,
is what
exactly.
wait, Wolfie.
I'll say Morgan
When
Gibbs
the
White
passion
did
is
it.
there,
Bro.
when the passion is there, sometimes you don't even have to be good. But when the passion is there, at least you can respect that. And hence why a lot of people say, I'd rather have the young players come on. because at least they're going to be passionate about something. At least they're fighting for something. It's going to feel like they're fighting for something to get recognition, to get their place in the team. That's the thing. So when I saw Jesse Derry do that, I'm thinking to myself, which one of our centre backs will go in for a header like that? No, none of our centre backs have ever won a header like that ever. They're all worried about concussed injury, this, that, and the other. But this Jesse Derry went in for a header, which meant you can see. And if I'm gonna be honest, yeah, go watch the header again, Wolfie. Yeah? None of those is gonna remind you of a top centre back then. Even if you were playing for QPR, imagine QPR going down back then, and you're fighting for your life. That's how it felt like. And then the
Well,
thing is this: no centre back today will ever put their body on the line like that. Ever. The passion is completely gone,
At
and it's
least
not only from
not
that
in the
header.
prem.
it's
And if
not
you look at it, when you
gone.
have no manager in place, look at the difference between the 2012 team
Big up
and
Stepsy.
this team right now. Look at this team right
Steps
now.
is here.
If and if I'm gonna be honest with you as well, John Obi Mikel did a podcast
Big up.
explaining this. He said this: the difference between back then and that is because if you look at it, when the passion's there, the experience is there. That's the thing. Right now, you see, and if I'm gonna be honest, people are blaming the ownership right now. This, and yeah, I agree, owners are. But now that Rosinha's gone, I'm blaming the players for the
Right,
reason.
bro. Let
Because
me tell
if
you
I'm
something.
gonna be honest,
Go on, Soji.
this is a chance for them to show you, to show us they really, really care. But at the same time, or at least trying. The thing is, they down tooled. That's what I have to accept. They down tooled. And if I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I've had enough. Like with these players, if they go, I don't care. Apart from some players like João Pedro and this that.
But they're
Other
all
than
for
that, I don't
sale.
give a shit.
None of them. None of
Literally,
them have earned the right to like just
he
that
got
they
no
can keep
rights
the shirt. No way. None of them. Not
about
even
down
Palmer.
tool.
Fuck Palmer.
And
The
it's
only one
nonsense
that
that
get
these
away with
Chelsea
it is
players,
probably João Pedro. Probably
yeah.
only him.
But Wolfie, this nonsense that these Chelsea players like to do is that they pick and choose when they want to show up. This thing,
Mm.
tomorrow we're gonna have a better performance than this, that, and the other. Imagine next week. Imagine we lose this week, and then in Man City we win. But then we're gonna
Oh,
be
that's
looking
what
at
my
that
old
final. Oh, no,
theory,
no,
bro.
Wolfie,
That Man
Wolfie.
City result will cover up everything. We'll get Europe and everything. And it's just
Exactly.
like,
But
no, we
Wolfie,
don't
if you
need to
look at
cover
it,
this crap up. Deal with it.
but
Because
Wolfie, the
if we
thing
win
is
the
this:
FA Cup, they're going to say, oh, it's still working. We're still winning trophies. And
if
it's
we
like,
win the FA Cup, yeah,
no!
if we win the FA Cup next week, I'm gonna be even more pissed because the thing is this, yeah. Where was this performance against Liverpool, Forest? This is what I'm gonna like because is you're actually taking a piss. This is personal now. These players, because like what? But at the same time, there's no point of me getting mad about it because this is
Last
football
time
now.
it was a fight. This
Unfortunately,
time it's lunch.
yeah. But this is what I'm trying to say. I feel like that game kind of just overshadowed.
Right,
It just told me everything.
right,
To be honest.
right. JK, just, the one thing, yeah. Okay, let me say this out. This is something I've never thought I'd actually say out on stream, but I'm going to fucking say it anyway, right? One thing I will say has much that the main thing about the club has changed: the fans. And I'll tell you why
Yeah.
I say that. The main thing that's changed about the fans, we've gone from a club mentality of trying to prove we're their best, becoming the best, and then a dedicated mindset to staying the best. That's how it used to be with John Terry and them lot. Like, you know what I mean? We were back-to-back league champions, then we had the following season where we were cup kings. We cleaned up. All right. If it wasn't for the fact John Terry fell over, we might have been won a Champions League in that year, 2008, and when you had 4 years of dominance, bro. So it's tops and turbies, as it had. We 2009 is a bit of a low. Carlo Ancelotti comes in, wins the league ridiculously, goal tallies, you name it, blah, blah, blah. We got into another low, but the following season we come out, we win the Champions League for the first time, go into another low, come back out of it the season after that, win the title with Jose. You know what I mean? Like, we've always been a club that's done that, but we strived to be the best. This is not what the board does, and this is why to a lot of the dedicated Chelsea fans, it's annoying. Because we have a dedication to win. That's what Chelsea was supposed to be about. Excellence. It wasn't about, we're Chelsea and we should be winning because we Chelsea. No one has a God-given right to win. Nobody. You earn the right to be called a winner. That's like respect is fucking earned. It's not given. You don't get to win because you're Chelsea. Look at Real Madrid. They don't get to win because they're Real Madrid all the time. They're going
Yeah, but
to end up trophy.
it's a saying.
They're going to end up
It's just a
bro.
saying.
For one season, they end up trophyless. Did you hear about that rumor about they signed a petition to get rid of Mbappe with 30 million signatures? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I've heard
I
about
was
it.
like, fucking get out of here. Like, they want him gone because they didn't win nothing, bro. Now, let me find out if that's true. 1 minute. Was there really a petition to get rid of Kylian Mbappe from Real Madrid?
I don't think you should ask Google about them because
No, but that can
really
tell me
look
a
at what
basic proof. It'll tell me if it was real or not.
Yeah, I heard about it as well. I don't know if it's real though.
Yes, there has been. There you go. Listen to this. Hang on.
But what did Mbappe do?
He was shit, bruv. Yes, it's
The guy that
confirmed. 2 days ago, 30 million people have signed a petition on Instagram to get rid of Kylian Mbappe.
But he's the reason. Let's be honest. He's the reason why Madrid right now is in second place. Let's be honest.
Bro, he scored 40. Was it 40 goals for them this season? That's gratitude for you.
That's
the demanding of excellence, and that's the kind of wannabe mentality that we've got.
Yeah.
But the difference between us and Real Madrid was we knew that Real Madrid had been named since the 50s. And I know that because we should have been out there with them winning the original European Cup. We were the original team from England. But again, politics comes into it. We get banned by the English League. Oh, if you go and play in this European Cup, it'll never catch on. So if you go and play on it, we'll ban you from the Football League. Oh,
but Wolfie, hey,
okay.
Take politics out of football. The English push, innit? That's the thing. Take politics out of English.
That's why Coutinho and them lot hated us, bruv, in 2000s. This is arguably why we got robbed at Stamford Bridge in 2009.
Politics only applied when it was Chelsea. Simple. That's it.
No, there are other teams it applies to.
No,
Did you hear about what happened with Anderlecht? Did you hear what happened with Anderlecht, bruv, from Forest? About how the referee admitted.
But then Wolfie,
that he got fined.
They pick and choose their targets. That's the Premier League. That's the Premier League for you. That's the thing.
That's English media.
Or English media. That's the thing.
Like lawyers, bro. They'll paint it one way, then cover something else up.
Yeah. So, but then the thing is, realize most of the teams have been punished.
Bless, brother, man. Thank you for stopping by, man. Love you, man.
Yeah.
Take care.
Big ups, JPT.
So
yeah, but
it's good to be here.
If you've realized, Wolfie, most of the teams right now that are getting the worst punishments are the ones that are already in financial disarray. Like, look at Sheffield Wednesday, for instance. The thing is this, yeah, they cannot afford, and this is why I keep trying to push it. The Premier League right now, or the English media, they cannot afford to heavily punish Man City or a Chelsea, this and the other, because
they just stay there on products, bro.
A lot of the times, they're the ones that are making up the money when it comes to the Premier League, watching views, this and the other. So what makes you think they're going to relegate Chelsea, if anything? I'm going to tell you this year, Man City's punishment might be light, for this one.
Of course it's going to be light because you can stay in your own product, bro. You're doing your own product. It's like a drug dealer. It doesn't matter if you drop the cocaine on the floor and you end up sweeping it up and there's a bit more dust in it. You're still going to sell it at weight because you're not going to want to kill your own product.
Oh, piss off.
Bruv, but doesn't that description fit?
Wolfie, I can't hear you, by the way.
Oh, can't you? Hang on. Not this all. Oh, it's because of the JPT leaving.
Nah, Wolfie is doing the thing again,
Yeah, I know.
Again?
Leave and come back.
Oh, God.
Can anyone hear me? Because apparently he can't hear me. So JK needs to leave and come back, I think. Hang on. Cocaine dust, there's steps it. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean? I'm hitting the hey, gents. Speak soon. Take care, everyone. All right, Ru. Take it easy. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Yeah, we can hear you both, says Rosie. Okay, so he can't hear me, but I can hear him. All right, no worries. It's JK's fault. It's always JK's fault. But yeah, as I said, like, to tarnish their own product would be a bit pointless, really. You know what I mean? Because if you expose Man City, think about it. This is just like what happened in 2006 with the Italian teams. Like, with the big three leagues, the Italian teams became the dirty, like, skank bitch of the three top leagues because of what happened with their scandals. And ever since, it's been the Premier League. Like, what, City? How many other clubs? I wonder how many other clubs in England right now. Mel, if you can Google it, or maybe Baby Girl, if you can Google it right now, like, How many clubs in England have been punished for like bending or breaking the rules? Like I know we're one of them. Man City, another one. I think what didn't Leicester get done recently as well. Who else? Who else has bent and broke the rules supposedly? And it's all been like 40 million signatures. Mel, you taking the piss? It's hit 40 mil. 40 mil. Is that for real?
Finally, I can
Jesus.
hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother.
All right, perfect. There we are.
Jesus, you hear
Apologies,
that?
guys.
That petition got to 40 mil, bruv. Mel's just told me. 40! And that's Kylian Mbappe, bruv. One of the best players in the world. They're like, fuck this guy, bruv, because we didn't win nothing. That's
Yes,
mentality.
mad.
But if you miss sweet all right. I thought Tony was wishing me sweet dreams. I know he's wishing sweet dreams too.
Yeah, what?
Audio loud and clear. Can everybody else hear JK as well? Yeah, we're gonna make sure we
Yeah,
can all.
they can all hear me, but I don't think DJ can. He might need
No,
his
he's
ears checked.
too busy worried about Rosie, he's wishing her sweet dreams and all that.
Oh yeah, okay.
But anyway, yeah. So anyway, but do we even care about the Liverpool game tomorrow? Really though?
I don't. You know
Is it
what?
just one of those ones we want the manager sorted out and get the season finished?
You know, purposefully, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to oversleep for that game, so I'm going to miss the first 15 minutes as my protest.
What time's it on? Was it 12 o'clock?
TNT.
Oh, fuck that, man.
TNT.
I'm going to be watching.
Yeah.
JPT. Is that JPT? Yeah, big up. Everton broken rules. Oh, there you go. Everton broke rules. Liverpool is non-void. Yeah, Sepsis just messaged me. Liverpool is null and void, really. Yeah, I get it. I don't really care about it, to be honest. Just you, Man United and Man City. What do you mean, just us? Well, Everton as well. Big up Ryan G in the building. Wolfie, JK, big up, my brother. I hope you're doing all right. Forest 2, shit, yeah. So that's 7 or 8 Premier League clubs that have been done doing the dirty recently. Can you imagine? That's probably more than what was in Serie A. And I know Stepsy remembers this. Hey, do you remember in Serie A in 2006, Stepsy? When it was just like, it was considered like dirt. Oh, bloody hell, big up Aces in the building as well. Big up, brothers. And I hope you're all well. They've been fined, yeah. I'm just thinking, what about, hang on, when they trying to do Wolves as well?
You know, Juventus got their title stripped as well for cheating.
Yeah, no, they got given to, I think, Inter, wasn't it?
Yeah, they got given to Inter. Whoever finished second, I think one of them got given to Roma as well.
Serie A was corrupt as hell. Yeah, well, we acting like the Premier League is not. You know what I mean? Like, kind of proves in the pudding, really. Like, we've just mentioned 8 clubs, and most of them are in the Premier League. So, you know, just saying. Like,
it's a monopoly. It's a monopoly.
Well, the thing is, if you start, I'm not being funny. You've already disdained the Premier League right there because 2 of them have been done cheating. 2 of them are the biggest like money sellers and winners of titles and stuff over the last 10 years in England. Because when you think about it, the most successful teams in England over the last 10 years are Chelsea but if you want to count Leicester and Liverpool, but you know what I mean, like, but Liverpool haven't won the Champions League since Klopp left. So you know what I mean, like, and Leicester only get that because they punched way above their weight, way above
Man City and Chelsea. Man City has been really, really successful last 10 years.
I got a feeling we might get done next year by the EFL. Yeah, look at the trouble Wolves might get in when they go down to the Championship and they're gonna have to cut all their budgets, bro. Jeepers. What was the one to get rid of Kylian Mbappe to leave Real Madrid? I can't believe that he's one that they got him for free as well.
Yeah.
That's mad. They got one of the best players in the world for free, and they're just saying, get rid of this punk. Just get rid of him. Val Hardy and them lot mashing each other up in training as well.
People feel like, you know what it is, yeah? People feel like the ownership is prioritizing the franchise Mbappe brings to them more than the winning. That's what that's according to what Madrid fans are saying. But
that's Pires though. Well, he always wants a star name, didn't he? That's Pires.
Yeah. But the Mbappe one is kind of different. I feel like people have looked at his time at PSG and they were like, you know, oh, I don't think this guy's holding everybody back. This, that, and the other. We take Mbappe out the team and we start playing well. Huh?
That's not true. That's not.
It's not true. That's what I keep saying. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
Hazard for us, bro. You were defensively stiff under Conte. And Hazard never used to defend.
Yeah.
You don't, bruv, you don't put Kylian Mbappe in your box trying to defend. No. If you're defending, you bang this guy on the halfway line. Then if you can, you get the ball to him quickly and let him attack the centre back. Because that's one thing I do rate about Kylian Mbappe. He is quick, he is skillful, and he can finish given the chances. What
For
you
me, I
got to
don't know
do,
how. I genuinely don't know how they fumbled the Hazard. I don't know what happened there. Like seriously,
bruv, bad coaching,
I don't
bruv.
know how they
They
ruined
tried to do
Hazard.
it the wrong way. No, Hazard was one of those ones that he always had that weight problem at Chelsea. But when I
He
think
was still
it was
performing
just the
though.
way he was coached at Chelsea compared to Madrid. Whatever they did, bruv, he was fine when he left us. And Mel
You know
says,
where it
"Yo,
was? I
JK,
feel. Do you know where it was? I feel like I think he got told to do more stuff than what he does at Chelsea. I'm not saying because if you look at the thing is yeah,
maybe you might be right. Yeah, they taxed his body. You might be
and
right."
if you look at it as well, and it's not really a coincidence, but got as Hazard aged, yeah, he started to put on weight a
This
bit
is what
more.
they never take. Yeah, he
And it
was
felt
winning
like every
stuff in like
season,
28.
and in Wolfie, it felt like every season he was getting a bit bigger and bigger and bigger. If I'm gonna be honest. So, and if you look at it, there were ways of changing the way he plays, and then not allowing him to do too much of the defensive work
Like,
was helping him as well.
well, you know what? This is the thing, right? The thing is, the difference between Hazard at Chelsea and Hazard at Real Madrid, because we bought him and we had him for 7 years, and we watched him blossom as a player, because he didn't come to us the complete product, but you could argue he left it.
Yeah,
Because like when he first came, he was like 21, 20s. He was doing exactly what these men are doing now. And he just had 2-3 years under his belt with experienced players like Didier, like Lamps. He accumulated the knowledge he needed. And then he blossomed into the guy that we see through 2014 into like 2017, 18, where this guy's just making teams look ridiculous. That West Ham
yeah.
goal, ridiculous. That, you know what, that Arsenal goal, like everyone bigs up so much, isn't even the best goal he scored. If you want to say
It's not even the
the
best
one he
goal.
scored
Yeah,
against Liverpool, when he bent up like 4 man somehow and just went through them all and just placed it into the right hand corner, or the one when he cuts in off the left. Oh, sorry, the right. Sorry, and he does that mad shot.
to be
Like,
fair, that Liverpool team he did. I don't think he played with. We didn't play a good Liverpool team that time. If I'm gonna be honest.
doesn't matter. You still have to put the ball in the back of the net, bro. Name me one
Yeah,
Chelsea
like
player that can do
I
that
guess
now.
who can do that? No one will do that. To be honest,
There you go. So
maybe
he was
my guy
quality
Zola.
at Lille, but I agree he wasn't the finished product. Brilliant at Chelsea. What? Yes, he was. You guys got rid of a good one in Strand Larson. I think he's a good baller as well. Crystal Palace have got
You
themselves. I
know,
wouldn't have mind seeing him come to us.
you know the closest look. You know that I don't. He doesn't play for them anymore, but he played for Wolves. You know the closest look to Eden Hazard and the way he kind of played was Podence. So you ask any Wolves
Mhm.
fans, they'll remember him. He was actually quite
No,
good, you know.
he was of that ilk. He liked to dribble. He was of
Yeah,
that ilk.
that
He liked to
he
dribble.
was really good. I really liked him, but then I don't know what happened. He left.
I
Can
can't
any
lie,
of the
mate. I
Wolves
think
fans
he's
tell me
more.
what happened to him? What happened to him? Ryan, I know
Andrew,
you're
watching
a
from
Wolves fan.
Turkey. Big up, bro. Big up to Turkey. Hello from England.
Big
Cheeky
up
git.
Turkey.
You just had to
Lucky
drop in
you,
the
man.
fact of like, you know what I mean? Like,
You know Turkey. I'm probably might go there this
big up,
summer, but we'll see.
Andrew. Big up, Andy. Hope you're doing well, my bro. And I hope
Yeah.
you and the missus are well and everything like. And you guys have like the stress has come down. He knows what I mean. Big up, brother, man. I hope you're well. Up the tune. I was buzzing when we got 48 mil for Shaq. Well, I like him because he can play with his head and both feet. I like that about him. And the fact of he's not particularly quick, but that doesn't matter. And he can play with his back to goal. Not many players in the Premier League can do that actually now. And that's another reason why like we struggle a bit because we expect our centre forward to be a link man, but when you actually think about the centre forwards we got, João Pedro can do it, but that just doesn't really suit him. You want him facing forward where he's running. You know what I mean? João Gomez off to Atletico Madrid also for 40 million euros. Well, there you go. Fair enough. Well, then again, he's going to be off to it. You guys have got to get rid of all your players now. But you get parachute payments, but
Who's gonna leave? Who's actually gonna leave Wolves this season? I feel they're gonna definitely lose Joe Gomez. For me, Joe Gomez is someone I've known since Flamengo. To be honest, he's a really good player.
Well, the
To be
thing is, you
honest,
could
but
argue that the Wolves board were preparing from this for a long time. That's why they got rid of Strand Larson and a couple of others in January. I feel sorry for Wolves fans because they've been kind of put into the same predicament that Southampton were a few years ago. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They had a lot of players, then they sold them all, and it's not the guys you brought in to
yeah,
replace the ones with the money they've made has either been kept by the club or they've just not really bought very well.
that's the thing.
By PSG. You guys didn't have, but bro, man, you guys don't have bad players, man. There's all loads of ex-Wolves players in City, Chelsea, well, fucking Man United, Cunha. Like, there's
Some
loads
of them
of.
playing in Saudi, they're doing well in Saudi Arabia.
Well, I'm not being funny. On his day, I think Pedro Neto's our best winger, and he's a baller, bro. That's another guy. The system that Maresca didn't exploit his one-on-one abilities because there were times in when, bro. That's the thing about the system. Like, and I think Ryan would agree with this. I look at him in a Chelsea shirt and I look at him in a Wolves shirt, and I'm thinking we got two different players because
Wolfie,
this
remember
guy,
that you know
oh,
Vitinha played
Vitinha is
for them
there,
as
big up
well.
as well. Vitinha
Vitinha
as
played for them
well.
as well. Yep. But he didn't play too much. I remember he was only just coming off the bench for 70 minutes, and
Ballers,
then
though.
he would ball out as well. To be honest, he was actually a really, really good sub. He impacted them in a way, but at the same
More
time,
never
he
looks
didn't
to
play
the
too
post,
much
but
games. He
sorry.
didn't, and he made his breakthrough. Let's say on lockdown. On lockdown, that's when I saw him most of the time.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
Agree, Wolfie. And yeah, man, he was. And I'll tell you what, yeah, another guy you guys had was a baller, and you had him in your midfield, and you never Ruben Neves.
duh.
And
That guy's a baller.
he went Saudi as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Now man has got the long hair ponytail like Wolf.
Nah, man, my hair's not that long yet. I got more about that. We had a hard week, mate, dealing with the normal, as you know, but trying to relax. And I'm using your show as my relaxing before. Oh, big up, my brother, man. Well,
Big
I'm
ups, Andrew, man.
big up,
Big
dude.
ups.
Like, I hope you're well, man. Like, yeah, he knows, man. Well, just relax, nothing to worry about. Just chill out, my guy, and I hope you're doing great. Raul Jimenez, he was pumped. Yeah, he was. He was a baller. It's a
Yeah, it was
shame he
really
got a
good.
head injury, bro. The Raul, right, that's another thing. The Raul Jimenez, right, before he got injured, like he's another one of those stories. If this guy didn't have like a year out of his career, and but Jao Mantinho was a guy you bought from Sporting. I know about Jao Mantinho long before he went to Wolves, but he was a good player for you guys. And he was one that went towards you guys in the twilight of his career. He left Sporting. A lot they released him. They didn't think he was that good anymore. And then he just came and
Don't
went, you know
forget,
what? I can do
don't
this
forget
Premier League.
Jota.
Yeah,
Diego
Diogo
Jota.
Jota as
God
well,
rest
isn't
his
it?
soul.
Before he went to Liverpool. That's just, bro, this is what I'm saying. In a way, yeah, you kind of look at the Wolves team. If they kept a lot of their players, it's kind of like the West Ham team back in the day. You know what I mean? Like these guys, like if they kept their team together, they'd be like, shit, this is one of the best teams around. It's like Ross, okay. Loved him
But
at
then,
Wolves, got him for 5 mil, still playing at Barg. Yeah.
Wolfie, this is why you kind of
Good
need
player with
to
Real
have a
Madrid,
look,
yeah.
and this is why Brighton kind of need their credit. It's not like they don't lose their best players as well, but they're able to replace
Look at
them
Leicester, bro. They
well.
lost all their best players.
I know, but they're able to replace them well. That's the thing. And if you look
At
at
the
the
moment.
different at the
At the
moment, yeah,
moment.
that's at the moment they are. But if I'm gonna be honest, they've sustained that for like a good period of time. If
No,
I'm
I
gonna be
haven't.
honest,
No. I've only
about 3 years. They
I
did
did
lose
well.
Caicedo. They managed to do with this, that, and the other. And if I'm
He
gonna be
says
honest,
Wolves relevant for another 2 more weeks. That's a bit harsh.
damn,
Oh,
damn.
he steps easy. Yeah,
But
Bournemouth are
yeah,
good at replacing their talent, no? No, that's a good exception actually. But then again, Bournemouth, have they had as many players bought from that? They still got the Cliverts and stuff like that. They haven't really had their talent taken off
I
of them
feel like they're
recently.
gonna start. They're gonna start losing their best players
All right,
come this
Palace.
summer.
If you want a team having their talent slowly taken away, Palace, bruv. They've
No,
had
yeah,
Elise
Palace.
taken away. They've had Guy taken away. This is why Glasner got pissed off. And he left because
Yeah,
like, why are you getting rid of all my players? Who said that? No needed. Oh, no need. Oh, don't worry about him. Like, you know, he's chilling at home watching this as well. And big up to everyone that's chilling back and relaxing, like the Stepsies and the Andys and the Ryan G's. Big up to you, man. You're all great people. Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, as I said, it's mad, bro. I can't.
it's crazy.
Like, because I don't know, you think of like the Brighton players, right? Who have they let? Are they let go? Cancelo, Who else did they let go of?
Trossard.
Trossard. To be honest, though,
Trossard.
he hasn't done a lot for Arsenal, though. When you think about it, not really. He's a good player, but he's not done a lot.
He was really good at Brighton. He was good at
He was
Brighton.
really good. Send
Who else?
me a
They lost.
WhatsApp. Lad.
Okay,
All right, let me have a look.
they lost Robert Sanchez. Okay, he was the best player for a bit. To be honest, he was quite good for them for a bit.
Oh, look at what's hang on. He's got Transformers standing behind him, and he's got his eyes glued into the tablet. Like even right now, I'm staring. Like, big up to that, Andy. Oh, that's sweet. Sorry, right? Oh, bless. Oh,
but yeah. What was I saying?
Sorry about that. He sent me pictures of Transformers, bro. You can't mess with Transformers, bro. What about the Hazard thing? About what we were talking about the players.
No,
about
we'll talk about Brighton, who they've lost.
Brighton,
their best
Brighton.
players.
So yeah, Concedo, Trossard.
They lost Cucurella, remember?
Cuca to us, yeah.
Yeah,
that's only 3 though.
It's not. It's there's more, but I just don't remember the names. But at the same time, they've done well to actually attain a level of, let's say.
Yeah, they're not in danger.
They're not really in danger. At least
you know
they're kind of recruiting well for their standards.
Look at West Ham, bro. With Mikel Antonio leaving and Declan Rice leaving, look how that squad's just gone. Even with Bowen in it.
But then Wolfie, it's not like they don't sign players. They sign players that should be good enough to keep them up. I feel like their players are just aging badly. I understand some people, some players will mature through age when it comes to their performances, but at the same time, there's some that actually decline. There's a lot of players that will decline as they age, and if you look at it right now, West Ham's did. Look at Mikel Antonio. Let's talk pre the car accident. Let's be honest. He wasn't really doing that well. Jared Bowen, he's a good winger, but at the same time, I don't think he's the same as he used to be.
Just
Suchek is
because
not
the
the same
team's
as
not
he
the
used to
same
be.
as it was. That's why.
I know, but like they used to be good players. Like if I'm gonna be honest, not all of them were that bad.
Well, Paqueta, they still got decent. They've got ballers, but they're all just up and down at times. I just think with West Ham, they needed a stiff man up front like Mikel Antonio. Because one thing about it is, okay, he wasn't always goal scoring, but he wasn't the kind of guy you want running at you at full speed. Especially with his physique, he was kind of big. Like he was like an Adama Traore. He wasn't as dense, but stiff. You know, like, I don't know. Who else
but
the
issues with those sort of strikers is like sometimes they can't really be able to be like to do too much. And if you look at it, Antonio did get injured quite a lot, to be honest. So
yeah, I know. That's true.
But yeah,
who else in the Premier League is sole players? And it's just what teams have played in the Premier League of sole players, and it's just gone horribly wrong. Wolves are one example. Leicester are another. Who else? Southampton.
Southampton was.
Yeah, do you remember when Liverpool bought Southampton? Do you remember that when they signed Lovren and them lot? Do you remember that? And they signed about 8 of their players in like 2 seasons, bro. That was mad, bro. Like, I'll never forget that.
You call them feeder clubs, not in a good way, but in the feeder clubs to, let's say, the Premier League giants or to anyone else. So how City kind of.
Hull, Wolves. We just mentioned Wolves.
Wolves.
You could mention players that we'd all bought off. You just did it a minute ago when you just mentioned all players that everyone Neto, Diogo Jota, all them lot.
Yeah.
You guys have issues. Imagine being a Toon fan and terrified of Nottingham Forest. Bro, didn't you just see us get smashed in by them, Andy? We got obliterated by them, bro. Forest giving me nightmares right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Gibbs White at Forest. What was he? Was he guys with you? Was you guys?
He was at Wolves. He was really young when he was playing for them. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't go. He didn't come through there though. He came through.
If I'm correct, Ryan G, did he not get his first goal against Spurs away when you beat them 3-1 when they were playing at Wembley? If I'm correct, let me know. I remember. I'm just having deja vu.
Yeah, we sold him for like 42. He said, "All right, fair enough."
There was a game Spurs lost. There was a game Spurs lost in 2019. They got beaten by Wolves. This is when Wolves were coming up and they were like tearing teams apart.
Wolves have been around for a minute, man. When did they get promoted?
2018, 2018,
Was it
19.
2018?
Yeah.
Wow, they feel like they've been around for longer than that, man.
Nah. They were up before, but like there was just for one season, and but then
Ah,
that's the
yeah,
last
you're
time.
right. They did get relegated. You're right. They were going up, then we went down again. I think that's the reason
But
why
I
I
think
think they're
that their
going
crest was
up.
different. They never always had that crest. To be honest, it was red. I think. Or am I bugging?
No, they've always had the wolf on the top. No, they've always had that in there. I need to see the. Ryan will tell us if we're in error. Ryan will tell us.
Yeah,
We're in
please
error.
let us know, Ryan. Please.
I think it was against Brighton. JK. He says. Thomas went peep peep. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Ryan G just replied. Yeah, I think it was Brighton, but I remember there was a game you beat Spurs 3-1 at Wembley. Remember when Spurs had they had that stadium. They haven't really had that stadium yet, and the score was 3-1, and then
When
Gibbs
did
White
Wolves
scored. I
last
remember.
Spurs 3-1 at Wembley?
According to ESPN.
Shut up, you AI voice. Right, ESPN says it. Hang on. Oh, yes. Willy Bolly, Raul Jimenez, Helder Costa.
Oh, so the Costa Sos. Okay, he looked like
First
Gibbs
title
White.
challenge
Sorry.
voted by Wolves' defeat. This was in the Premier League, though. Oh
Yeah,
no
it
no
was
no no
Premier
no
League.
no! This is when Spurs were at Wembley when they were sitting there waiting for their
Yeah, that's what I'm
stadium.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
2020. That was 2023 though, and they beat them at Wembley and beat them by 3-1. And yeah, Willy Bolly, Raul Jimenez, and Helder Costa scored the goals on that day. Jeez, I forgot they had Diego Costa at one point as well, didn't they? Wolves. I've just remembered that.
Yeah.
Diego. They're old now though. Oh dear. Do you want to give a scoreline for tomorrow? I know. We're having all that flowing conversation. Now we've got to talk about Chelsea again, bro.
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, I can't see us doing anything. We'll get smashed. Apparently, Gordon is wanted by Bayern for like 90 million.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Why
I've
the
seen that.
hell would... I swear
You
they
do
got
well
people
in the
like
Bundesliga.
Suarez and all them lot.
You do well in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, do it would kill the Bundesliga. Bro, he just sent the Bundesliga home with fucking PSG. I think,
Yeah.
bro, if those French,
Because
they'd be
they
alright,
made
bro. They
Luis
could play
Diaz look
everywhere. But you know
so.
what?
They made Luis Diaz look like a flipping. He made. What makes you think they won't make Gordon look good? Look what he's doing in the UCL as well, where he's
No, but
having a
Diaz
lot of
is a big
space to
dog,
do.
bro.
He's the baller, but I don't. When you
Bro,
watch
he's
them at
man. You know what I
Liverpool,
like
you
about
wouldn't.
Luis Diaz? He's aggressive. That's what I like about him.
Yeah, I hear it.
He's
But then
very
the thing
aggressive.
is, yeah, the thing is, it's not like we.
Right,
Let's
but
not
why
ignore
there's more
the
than 65 people driving there? Fuck. All right.
Wolfie. Let's not ignore the heavy touches that this guy was doing at Liverpool and playing the ball out of play and everything when he
Yeah,
was too
true. But he'll still
aggressive.
give you 10 goals a season. To be honest, if they would have kept him after what happened with Diogo Jota, Liverpool might have been better off.
I think so as well.
Then again, that's hindsight, in it, with after the tragedy. So, you know what I mean? Because the one thing about Liverpool you can say is at times they've lacked firepower this year,
Yeah, they
really,
have.
and threats from the wide position. So, you know, Hikatike's been a baller for them, don't get me wrong, but realistically, has Salah shined? Has Van Dijk shined? Not really. The only one that's taken any notice really is Hekatike, because you know this guy was bought as a
Soboslai, to be
number
honest.
10, but he's just balling like a number 9, bro.
Yeah.
He
I
struggled
say
for a while.
Soboslai has been their best player, if I'm going to be
And
honest.
Slobby, yeah, Slobby. Yeah, but Slobby hasn't even been that good. He's just been their talisman. Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's
been
the thing.
playing well at times, but the team have let him down.
Yeah.
To be honest, there are certain men in that Liverpool team that don't really get the props. Slobosly is one of them. Like, I
But
think
then
really,
Soboslai is understandable. Soboslai was not really that good last season when he first signed, if I'm going to be honest.
because
It's almost
realistically,
like the Liverpool were playing in spite of him. That's the thing. That's what it felt like.
well, realistically, right? Hikatike, Slobosly, who else has stood up for them? Don't tell me Salah, because that's just embarrassing. Don't.
Last
That
season,
guy,
yes, he
that
did.
guy should have left. That guy should have left after last season. Win the league with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Give him then fuck off. Because I'm not being funny. He's been shocking this year. I don't give a toss what records he supposedly. Mo Salah in the Champions League before Liverpool went out couldn't even hit the fucking target from 6 yards away on his left foot. which is supposed to be a stronger one. Like, nah, not Mo Salah. Van Dijk, I've seen that guy in the cups just kick through people and give away clumsy. But literally, what was that one when they got knocked out of the FA Cup? Who knocked him out of the FA Cup? And he just boots my man through his leg.
It was Palace.
Was it Palace? And he just, I think he brought down. Was it Strand Larson or something? He just boots him clean in the leg, bro. I'm like,
it was it was Munoz. He kicked
Munoz.
down. Yeah, it was
Do
Munoz. Yeah.
you remember what I'm talking about, though, Jake? When he just goes clean through it. He just goes clean through it. I did that. What?
I think Van Dijk needs to leave the football before the football leaves him. I think he needs to leave Liverpool.
I like Mo Salah, right? I was one of those ones that rated him when he was at Chelsea. Granted, he wasn't good enough to get into the Chelsea team back then. And why everybody says, man, Chelsea shouldn't have kept him. He wasn't that player then. The same player come back 5-6 years later, a different player because he learned, but that's not really acknowledged. But never mind. But one thing I will say, Salah has tarnished, like, he's not tarnished his his legendary status with Liverpool or whatever. But in terms of his ability, I think he's tarnished his own ability by staying somewhere too long. You know what I mean? Like when you look at Thiago Silva, he didn't look out of place in the Chelsea team, even at 39, because he had the know-how. He knew what to do. He knew how to do it. He knew to adapt his game. I don't think Salah's capable of that. Not really. He's like a Messi type. He's not going to be tracking back. He's not going to be running like going box to box. He can't do that anymore. And I'm not being funny.
Messi type. Okay.
No. But what I mean by that Messi type is they don't defend. Hazard. I mentioned Hazard for us. It's true. Do you see Mo Salah defending?
Yeah, but I wouldn't call him Messi.
No. I'm not.
Type.
I'm giving people
no.
a general analysis. I'm not saying comparing him to Messi's skill. Oh, bro, come on, bro.
Of course, I know
Messi and Mo Salah. That's like chalk and cheese, bro. Chalk and cheese. VVD's a modern day Titus Bramble. Oh my god, I ain't heard that name in a long time. The Bramble, the cake man. Jesus. Stepsy in the building, big up, brother.
Big up,
Gravenberch. Alright, yeah, true. Gravenberch hasn't done bad. But their talisman is either Slobberslide for me or Hikatike. No one in that other than them has really stood out. Isaac, okay, he got injured. Kind of feel for him. McAllister, is it the team around him that's dipped or is it him? I think it's more the team around him. All right, it's him then. There you go.
Because
so
if you watch Liverpool, I realised McAllister, I don't know what's happened to him, but the drop-off has just been so bad.
Yeah,
even like 2 years passes,
that defense, bruv. If you look at that defense, oh my god, Robertson's gone, Trent's gone, Gomez is a waste. Who else do they've got? Canute's mistake-ridden. Van Dijk's old.
Frimpong, I don't know what UC brings to that team. I really don't know why they signed him. Frimpong.
Who? Oh, Frimpong.
You know, I say who? I understand, man. Because bro, sometimes I forget he signed for them.
The Leverkusen system was different. The Leverkusen system was different. Like the way, because Robinson and Trent did their damage getting further up the pitch, they tried to use Frimpong in the same way, but defensively he's not. They're still leaving the same weakness, even though they replaced the player. If you know what I mean. Because realistically, Robinson and Trent left space behind. The only problem is your defense behind them isn't good enough to stop the mistakes anymore. Because when people tell me that Van Dijk's the legendary defender, bro, I've never seen no legendary defender in their whole lifetime concede 7 goals at home. That's legendary. You name me one time you see a Nesta, I don't know, Cannavaro or a Pulio or a Carter concede 7 at home. Phew.
Who was that to?
Pardon?
Who was that to? They lost 7.
No, Van Dijk, innit? Who was it that beat them 7? Was it 7-2 at home?
Oh, wasn't that their ground? It was this was lockdown 7-2. I remember Villa.
Was it Villa? I swear it was at Anfield. Check it.
No,
I swear that was at Anfield.
It wasn't. It was at theirs. It was at their ground.
Was it theirs?
It was at Villa's.
I could have sworn that was at. All right, you name me any time with Chelsea, Rio, Man United with Rio. They conceded 7, bro. No, that's what you used to call an Arsenal scoreline. Back in the day, Arsenal used to get whacked up that kind of scoreline, 6-7s. That was Arsenal scorelines. Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was Villa slapped him. Oh, there you go. Right, there you go.
Yeah,
It was
Villa slapped them up. I couldn't
Hazard was
believe
a
it, to be
better.
honest.
Pardon?
I couldn't believe it because on that same day, that was when Spurs beat United 6-1 on Old Trafford. It's crazy. That was a crazy day of football.
Hazard was a better talent-wise than Salah. Hazard just didn't commit himself. Well, everyone's going to point to the numbers, Andy. And the only thing I will say is that Hazard did one thing as well that Salah will never do and could never do. And that was dribble to ease the pressure off the team. Because sometimes when you look at Hazard's dribbles, he was cutting out of the defense and into the midfield. He would relieve the pressure. He'd be a release valve. Salah ain't that.
I don't think he meant it in that context, though, Wolfie. I think he
No,
meant it in
I'm
the way of
telling
like
you,
Hazard.
I'm not saying he meant it. I'm saying I mean that
no.
in that context to build up on his point about the differences between the two. Because
Okay.
Hazard did come deep to collect the ball. He wouldn't run around defending, but he did come deep to collect the ball sometimes.
But at the same time, though, I kind of agree with him in the sense of he didn't commit enough to maintain that. I felt like the thing is, I felt like the longevity got to him, and he was like, "Oh, you know what? I've had enough. Let's go to Real Madrid. I can go on the beach then." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can't lie. And if I'm gonna be honest, Hazard and Salah are about the same age. So
Right. On Ryan G's comment, I appreciate what you just said about that, but Cannavaro is nowhere near a Real Madrid legend, bro. If you actually look at who he's a legend for, he's a legend for Juventus, Cannavaro. He's not a legend for Real Madrid.
yeah, Cannavaro's not a
way.
Real Madrid legend. He's not.
Hell no. And I appreciate what you're talking. To be fair, Cannavaro did concede 6, yeah, but was he playing that night? And look who he had around him. I swear that's when Michel Salgado and them lot were still playing. I swear. But he was playing against Messi, Ussi, and Henri, yeah. So, no, that was when they had Michel Salgado left right back. So, was Carlos still there, or was that Marcelo at that point?
And then Cannavaro had the long hair phase where he was at Parma as well.
Yeah, but when you look at him in the heyday as bruv, no Real Madrid defender after about 2004-5 can say they're a amazing defender that prided them. Fuck Sergio Ramos, bruv. That guy didn't keep him pride himself like clean sheets like how like Cannavaro did in Italy, or Rio did at Man United, or John Terry did at Chelsea, or whatever.
Yeah,
no way. Real Madrid never played defensive football. They don't care about defending. That's the point. Like, they never did. If you don't play attacking football, you don't suit Real Madrid.
Wolfie,
I'm not
remember
even when you look at Madrid's best moments in Europe, it's because they outscored the competition. Even over the last 10 years. Excuse me, JK.
Wolfie, remember back in the day when we... remember 2 weeks ago...
Oh, Ramos, man.
About
defensive nightmare back then.
When we spoke about the Spanish team back then, where they had, Jacquin, and them lot there, all the Spanish, Raul, and all of them lots.
Orientes, Ivan Helguera, Baraja, David Abelda, Vicente, Lafete, Joaquin when he was coming
Xabi
up.
Alonso was there as well.
Xabi Alonso, Luis Garcia. Diego Tristran, Valoron. Yeah, man. I remember best Spanish ballers, bro.
What Joaquin were you talking about? Were you talking about the one that played at Valencia?
Which one? Joaquin, yeah.
Yeah.
Joaquin, yeah. Because he played a bit.
There's two ways of saying his name. You can say Joaquin or Joaquin.
Joaquin, Princess of Munda, all right? I'm going to say Joaquin. That's what I've always said. So I'm going to say Joaquin, all right? When I used to watch Visit La Liga, and Guillaume Balaguer used to say his name, he used to say Joaquin. So that's it. If a Spanish man saying it like that, I'm going to say it like that.
That's how you call them, but that's what you call them. But the English, they'll call it Joaquin.
Yeah. That's because like Spanish, isn't it? They pronounce the R's just like Portuguese, isn't it? The R, the J with the J with a H or something like that, isn't it?
Or like Joaquin Correa, the one that you know him. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know Joaquin. Yeah, the guy that was at Inter. Then I was at I think Lazio as well. He was a baller as well. But yeah,
bro. One of the best Spanish left-sided players I ever saw, and the same mold that David Silva and all them lot followed, Who remembers a left winger called Vicente? Used to play at Valencia, and I can guarantee
Obviously,
you
I know Facente. Come on,
this
man.
is who Juan Mata and this is who David Silva looked up to as they were
I
growing
know
up.
Facente. I know
Guaranteed.
Facente.
Vicente was a bad man, bro. That guy was sick. I've got to go 3-2
Valencia
25.
was actually really good back then.
Big up
I can't
Andy,
lie.
man. God bless.
Valencia, that team was really, really good back then. I can't even lie to
Bro,
you.
if they kept up, bro, look at the players they had.
They had
Raul
such good players,
Albiol,
man.
Claudio Alba, David Silva, Juan Mata, David Baraja, Ruben Baraja, sorry, David Albelda, Vicente, Revente, Joaquim. They had Soldado at one point. They had David Villa. Bruv, even Barcelona based their whole left side off fucking Valencia at one point. Look how long Julia Alba was on their left flank for, bruv. Don't fuck about. That's my Spanish team. Big up Valencia. They're not anywhere near as good as they used to be, but that's my Spanish team. Big up Valencia. When Benitez had them, and he had that, and I remember the Super Deportivo team as well. When Deportivo had a sick team as well, like when they won La Liga, when they won it with Diego Tristan, Valeron, all them, man. That was a sick player as well, bruv. Diego Tristan. What a fucking striker. What a striker. Could use both feet. Bad man. Aymar. Come on, Randy knows. Pablo Aymar. Come on. Who remembers Raquelme at Villarreal as well?
I know Raquelme.
Bro, baller. Deportivo had some sick. He ran nose, bro. That's how I know he's a
did you guys rate?
Some ballers, bro.
Guys, take Arsenal out the picture, but did you guys rate Santi Cazorla?
Yeah, cool. Santi Cazorla's a good player. Look what he done at
I agree. He was good as well.
Joaquin was a quick as fuck. Yeah, he was, Andy. He was fucking lightning quick. Raquelme, what a baller, bro. Look at the foot, bro. Look at the way Diego Forlan used to smash in goals for fun at Villarreal, bro. That guy was a bro. You looked at him at Man United, and you looked at him at Villarreal, thinking, "Hang on a minute, who switched?" Like,
you know Joaquin. Joaquin was it? You know, he retired at Real Betis. I think quite recently. 2021. Yeah.
Something like that. And what about it's because hang on, isn't Santi? Didn't he go back to Villarreal and finish his career
He went back
there?
to Villarreal. Yeah.
Didn't he finish his career there as well?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, who remembers like the actual team that Sergio Ramos was part of back in the day, the Sevilla team, when they had Canute and all them, man.
When they had Canute and all of those guys, yeah, I remember.
Bro, when Jesus Navas and all them were coming up. That team was mad, bro.
It was
Sergio
good.
Ramos at the back of a few other man. Hey,
what was the left winger's name? I remember he was a baller as well.
For who?
For Sevilla.
What, back in the day?
Yeah, when he was playing with Ramos. The guy that was playing with Ramos. What's his name?
He was back 2006, 7 times.
Yeah.
Hang on,
he was from Chile, I think.
Who?
I think he was from Chile.
Hang on, 1 minute.
I don't know.
Let me
he's Spanish.
Stop the computer, 1 minute.
Let me have a look, because, man, this is crazy. But, yeah, Spain, man. Back in the day, you rate their players now, but back then they were really good. Seriously. And DJ, he's right. He's playing in the second division of Spain.
Raul Oviedo, yeah. Good player.
Oviedo, yeah, there we are. He's
Hey, they had Reyes, bro. They had the Diego. Hey, bro, who remembers Diego Capel, bro? That guy was a baller too. Jesus Christ, how could I forget that? Adriano Colori, yeah. Oh, and Alexandra Aflero, yeah. Jesus. Nicolas Oliveira, David Ortega, yeah. Jose, Reyes, man. R.I.P. fucking Reyes. San Antonio. He must have been about 40. Yeah, he was. He was about. They also had Mascara. Yeah, that's true. Like, I tell you what, wasn't Joaquim about 40 or 45, 41 when he retired? I swear.
Yeah, he retired at Betis.
He retired at Betis. Bro. And the thing is, he never looked out of place. That's how you know he was good. He was really good.
Wolfie, if you look at it, he retired about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Or not 3 years, but I think 2021. Joaquim, he was playing for Betis. Yeah.
Baller, bro. Just
He's a
legend for the
baller,
club.
man.
And the thing is, he's one of those sweet stories where he left the club to go like to Valencia and thing, and then he went back and he was still a hero. And he was even, and he just became, because that's the thing. There's players that are legendary because they achieve things, and then there's players that are legendary because they achieve cult status with certain clubs. Like look at Nicolas Anelka. Not many people look at Nicolas Anelka and think, yeah, he wasn't that great. But we would look at him and go, bruv, this guy was a baller. You got to know about Nico Anelka. He could play on the left. He could play on the right. He could play down the center. He could finish. Like Nicolas Anelka was a fucking baller, bruv. Never underestimate how good that guy was. Even Henri coming up, and even said that when I was coming up through the French academy back in the day when we were in France, everyone wasn't talking about Henri. They were talking about Anelka, and even Henri was talking about Anelka. Right, and he said, and Ian Wright, Diego, I mentioned him as well. Big, great finisher. When Henri, what was it? No, Ian Wright said when Nicolas Anelka turned up at Arsenal, the day he said, "Don't worry, I'll pack my boots myself." Mad ability, quick finisher, mad ability, bro, mad ability. It's just a shame he didn't stick around at one club. He got a bit of stability when he stuck with us for a while, but it's a shame he went from Arsenal to Madrid to Liverpool. Pardon my français.
Yeah, my French guy, man.
Bro, I need to work up on my French, bro, because I'll tell you what. My nephews and my niece are French. I need to learn that, man. I know parlez-vous français. I need to learn it because I can speak some bits and pieces, but you know,
I can as well.
Yeah,
I'm a bit, because I am as well.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
So we're both slacking then, basically.
Yeah,
we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. Right, but yeah, Liverpool. I have to agree with you guys. I don't see how we don't get battered in this one. I'll say that's a 3-1 or maybe 3-0.
It's crazy.
It's going to be
crazy.
But
Wolfie,
yeah.
Remember Acuna?
Yeah, I could. I just said his name when I was reading out the players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. But they had loads of good wingers back in Spain back then. That's where we got half of them for the Premier League. That was the point.
Right there. That's a Seville legend. If I'm gonna be honest, still playing for them. I don't think he's played for them anymore, but he played for them for a long time. Acuna. Yeah.
Good player, man. Wait a minute.
Wasn't really from Spain. He was Argentinian.
Show it if you want it. Yeah. No. I'll keep that personal, Andy. I will show my missus though. By the way, because he's just messaged me about the pictures. No, I won't show out your business, bro. But I definitely will show my missus when I jump off the stream. Bro, that was the thing, yeah. That was the thing about football back then. You looked around and it was just ballers sprinkled everywhere.
There was just ballers everywhere, yeah.
It was crazy. This is why football hurts me so much now, because I look around and it's just like, fuck, man. He's trash.
Kind of like, and if you look at it, it doesn't matter which team they played for. And if I'm going to be honest with you, that Valencia team,
instant upgrade. When you play this guy, it's an instant upgrade. Instant.
And Wolfie, let me tell you something. You know the Valencia team back then, if they played right now, I think they literally steamrolled.
Hey, do you remember Luis Fabiano?
Luis Fabiano?
Yeah, he used to play up front for them. Yeah, bruv.
He played for them, but I think he left and went somewhere else. So that's how I remembered him.
Oh yeah, I think he went City or something like that. No, was it City?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's how I knew Fabiano.
But he was a baller for them, no? Baller for them, monster.
The thing is, Wolfie, I didn't even know he played for Valencia until you just told me.
Who?
I only remembered him at City. That's it, Fabiano.
No. He played at Sevilla. Luis Fabiano played at Sevilla. Roberto Soldado was the one that went from Valencia to Spurs, if you remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember Roberto Soldado?
Maybe I'm talking about him. Yeah, I'm talking about him. I didn't even know. Yeah, I'm talking about my man.
Roberto Soldado, bro. Who remembers that name? Cast your mind back. Wait.
Yeah. Who else is I gonna say?
I don't know. Who else was you gonna say? Enlighten me, because I don't know. You'd have to tell me.
No. I was talking to myself. Hang on.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. You unsociable git. No, man.
No, so Seville had a midfielder as well. I forgot his name back then. Oh god. You know the
Midfield.
funny
What, Brazilian?
yeah, Brazilian.
Hang on.
Brazilian.
Midfielders for Sevilla in 2000s. Because that's a lot, to be honest.
These are what I remember of Seville because I didn't watch a lot of Seville when I was young, to be honest.
We had Ruben Neves, Luis Marete, Julio Baptista, who went Arsenal. You had Renato.
Who doesn't know who doesn't know
Renato. Do
Baptista?
you remember Renato? Is
Yeah, I
that who
know
you're
Renato.
thinking of? He
Yeah,
went
of
City,
course.
I think. Isco
Yeah.
as well.
He's when I went City, yeah.
Isco's a baller. Diego Capel. Christian Pullinson. Oh, fucking hell. Liverpool fans will remember him.
Isco is still a baller till this day.
Yeah, Isco's a player. Yeah, he's a baller, but he's getting old now.
Yeah. I still take him.
Well, he's experienced, so yeah, I'd take him as well. To be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
But look, we got an hour off coming up 25 to 2, so we're going to call it a night because we've had a good conversation and I don't want to ruin it anymore by talking about more Chelsea, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
You know, this is becoming a nostalgia show.
well, let's be honest, it's not a nostalgia show. It's the fact that the real fucking thing's so depressing. So why would you want to talk about it?
Exactly, facts.
Spread
Exactly.
good vibes, man. Spread good vibes. Like, and I'm not
Yeah.
being funny. It's clear to see what's happening to us. I'm not going to explain it because any real Chelsea fan
Yeah, I'm
right
so
now,
tired of explaining.
I
If
don't
you really
need.
want to
I
know
don't
what's
need
wrong
to
with
twist
us,
the knife.
if you really want to know what's wrong with us, look at our past streams. You'll see. If
Mm.
you want to have our opinion on this ownership,
That's why the stream says Liverpool next. Does anyone care? Because
exactly.
really, does anyone? JK says we heard JK new mic bounce.
Lol.
Don't know.
LOL.
But anyway, look, we're gonna wrap this stream up. Big up to
Yeah.
everybody who's joined us in tonight, like everyone in the Blues Brothers family, DJ Crane, Ryan G, obviously Andy, good to hear you out, and obviously Turkey doing your thing, brother. Stepsy, big up to you. Melina, Miss Mel, oh, big up to you. Subscribe to this lovely lady, my favorite and everyone's favorite Canadian. You know what I mean? You can't forget her. Stepsy, my brother, Danny Alves. Yeah, well, yeah, Danny Alves played for that Sevilla team as well. I've just read that. Yeah, you're right. I forgot all about him.
Yeah.
That's a bit peak. I should have remembered him straight away.
Yeah, but who wouldn't remember? Who would have remembered any others? That's why I didn't mention.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean.
it.
Man,
It would be like duh.
Big up, Katie, baby girl. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you as well. Have I missed anybody? Big up to Aces as well, who was there a little while ago. JPT joined us earlier in the stream. Big up to you, brother. Big up to everyone in the Blues Brothers family. Have I missed anybody? I hope not. No, I've got JK, I've got Mel, I've got, Rosie, I've got Kate, Aces who was there, Ryan.
Big up to the chat, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure I haven't forgotten no one. Stepsy.
All the love.
Bro, no, I'll tell you what, yeah, like I like it because at least when everyone comes in, they contribute to the conversation, and that's why we're here, bro. And I'm not being funny. Everyone now that comes into my chat should have known me long enough now, where they shouldn't be afraid to be worried about what I say because I'm not going to jump on anyone for what they say. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy to listen to anyone's opinion. You know what I mean? Don't hurt me. But look, everyone in the Blues Brothers family, stay safe. God bless. JK, my boy, bless you, my brother. Hopefully we won't be bringing more pain tomorrow, even though I got a feeling. I did mention Rosie was here, you obsessed git. I already mentioned that like twice. Oh, bless him. Oh, never mind.
DJ, you developing feelings? I'm joking.
Yeah, the problem for you is you got to wonder where he's developing him.